Hi, this is Shimeji Dissertation.
Yay! We've got a guest
Yeah.
this week. Yay!
Yeah,
Hi.
we're so excited.
Oh my god, we're cool enough for a guest. I guess.
We actually managed the introduction. Oh my.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we've all introduced ourselves and everything.
Oh yeah.
What are we
okay,
gonna do next?
alright.
Be confident?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay. So
So, okay, we'll let you introduce yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, first.
Hi. I'm Evany. She, her works. That's it, I guess.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Okay.
I like reading things.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty-
You're,
Yeah.
pretty solid.
you're fitting in.
Like
Got
manga,
it.
you know?
Yeah. Okay. We can work with that.
Yeah.
I feel we can work with someone that's reading. Yeah.
I'm not big into Yuri.
Really?
That's
What?
a lie.
What? Scared me there.
Yeah.
I'm a moderate Yuri enjoyer.
Okay. We've got okay, yeah, I guess we do have our
Yeah.
like levels stated on
Right,
our
yeah.
webpage. Yeah, so you're moderate, so you're in between me and Maria. Maybe
I'm
more.
a Yuri centrist.
Um,
Am I the jury antagonist?
no, I mean like intermediate
Yuri has a good
versus-
antagonist, you know?
Yeah, it's like it's a Kamen Rider out here. There was that one Kamen Rider, Yuri, that was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
welcome.
that Kamen Rider Yuri was so fun.
Yeah, it's good.
Welcome
So
to the best podcast in this vlog.
Wow.
Yeah. We're so happy to have you. It's good to have, somebody else to have opinions. Rather than
Yeah.
us bouncing back our opinions all the time.
Yeah, to chit chat.
So let's go into our first little segment we do of what have you all been reading this week? So you have to, who's going first? We can't
I
do
got a pretty short one, so I can probably go first.
You can go first? Okay.
I've been rereading Immortal Hulk recently, which is like I am like way past like Western superhero comics as a whole. Like it's just unsalvageable. As, like
That's fair.
it's harsh, but like it's just unsalvageable as like a system where what they do with it, where they just like imagine if like Naruto like out of like after like 20 issues they just had like a whole different guy running Naruto, and they just had like a completely different storyline, and he had like a completely different personality or whatever.
Isn't
Like
that,
it's just
like,
that forever.
Isn't that like every Naruto fan's wet dream right there, though?
Right. Should have picked
Like-
your example
Even if
better.
they-
I only watched the first 60 episodes, but that's just all I hear from Naruto fans. They hate
Yeah,
that guy.
no, absolutely, but like just because you want something doesn't mean you should get it. Okay?
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Um,
Western comics are like that. Comics.
Yeah.
But like, Immortal Hulk is very fun because it does like a lot of, they do like a lot of throwbacks to a lot of old stories and like storylines. They bring up like a lot of old shit. Like, it spawns like a lot of the Hulk mythos as a whole and brings it all together. And it's like written by a communist, so there's like an actual political dialogue happening. It's like the plot is pretty good. The themes are pretty great. The writing of the characters is great. The art is great for body horror. They're not. They like the guy drawing them likes drawing monsters a lot more than people, which is like completely fair. But like
That's
when
great.
you're drawing people a little more, it's like a little. It's lacking a little in that sense. But overall, it's like a pretty good one. And I've been like rereading a little of Yuri Espor.
Yay!
Ooh, I've been meaning to check that one out.
Oh, it's
I
so...
read like the first chapter of it, and it was like really interesting, and then I forgot.
That's
You
so
absolutely should, but
Yeah.
you should probably read like a couple more like.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
These
need
kinda
to
boring
dip
Yuris.
like my feet into like the Yuri waters first.
It's not that you gotta, but you probably appreciate it a little more.
Yeah.
if
Maria,
you
we've
do.
already ranked her above you in Yuri knowledge. Come on, come on.
Okay, that's true. You did read that what's it called? The one with the
The one with the pink
no,
one.
not the puppy girl. The pink one. The
Green
pink
tea
puppy girl.
bitch.
Oh, Green Tea Bitch. Yeah.
Green tea bitch.
Oh, I love her.
I think I had like the classic like Yuri manga reading experience of just like, you know, like reading that on like my bed and like kicking my feet every time like they did something stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's great. It's how Yuri is meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Or like at work, like watching some like erotic.
I thought you said at war.
Kind of.
Oh.
I'm piloting like my fucking tag and I'm like on my phone watching reading the US for updates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you got black and white in the trenches.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
You know, like that like trope of the soldier going to war and they look at the picture of like their wife or something.
Yeah.
I would do that, but with like black and white.
It's the girlies from back in life beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, there's like a frame of them.
It's
like,
educational
having
material.
evil sex.
Yeah.
You're learning how to beat
Oh,
people up.
aspirational. Yeah.
Aspirational.
You know what, Maria?
Yeah.
I can't blame you. I used to read erotic doujinshi when I was bored in high school in the middle of class. So, like...
Yeah, I don't doubt when you
It's-
get your job, you're probably gonna be doing that every once in a
That's
while.
scary.
I had no fears of high school, I guess, and that hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my section.
That was your
what,
section.
What have you guys been reading?
Okay, so speaking of war and mechs, I have been watching a good amount of Gundam Turn A. Or is it Turn A Gundam? I
Oh,
forget.
yeah! I've been seeing your posting
Yeah.
about this.
Turn A
yeah.
Gundam?
all the Gundam heads seem to like pog over that one.
Right.
So.
It's the only
Yeah.
Gundam
Is
I've
it
watched.
good?
It's
Okay.
insanely good. Like it's
Okay.
okay. It's got all the things you'd like want in any kind of story, really. You know, like kind of like nuanced depictions of like colonialism and like cross-dressing.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, cross-dressing?
Of course.
the ears
Yeah.
pick up. Um,
I guess, what was I gonna say? We did need a little bit of nuanced discussions of
Exactly.
cross-dressing. So,
Yeah.
I'm very glad that
I've also been trapped in like the Elden Ring hole, but that doesn't need to be talked about.
Oh.
yeah. Oh, you're posting about it. It makes me realize how little. I played a good chunk of Elden Ring before my save got.
Oh
wiped.
yeah, that happened to me too. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
that happened to my brother's like solo level 1 playthrough, in where he like beat the game that he wanted to like take to like the
I would
DLC.
kill myself.
Oh god, he was so sad.
But I'm realizing with your posting, I feel like I didn't understand that game at all. I'm like, damn, there's so much writing and shit that I just didn't pay attention to because I was on that fucking Rang grind.
Right. I mean, Elden Ring is Yuri, right?
To be fair,
Yeah.
You can marry that blue
Isn't there
bitch.
that whole ending that's just your? Yeah, you can literally marry that
And
blue
in
bitch.
another one, you like the
Yeah.
pink bitch tries to kill you, which is also Yuri.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So beautiful.
right.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
And
there's
you know,
also, like,
how many
Renala
women
and
on
Madoka.
Yeah, that's good. How many women on Twitter went insane for Selene? Like,
Honestly,
Oh, I
Okay.
get it.
It was.
there's this
100%.
one like artist I think on Tumblr, maybe on Twitter, Boned Woo or something, and like their Elden Ring art and just general like Souls art is like insane and like
Okay.
strange. They're really into Elden Ring, Yuri. Look up Millennia on their
Hey,
blog.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna link that later.
I,
Cool.
okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be
Fucking,
good.
Okay.
there's this comic of like an elderly lady like eating her out and then getting like rot infection. It's great.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait, what was this blog called? Can you send this so I can remember
Okay,
this for
yeah.
later?
Can you spell it pretty please?
This has never been more important.
BOMETWOO. And that's me. Sorry, I mean, like, that's not my blog. That's all of my media of this,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Right.
past
Well-
2 weeks, I guess.
Wait, what was it again?
I'm just gonna send it in the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow.
Before we move on, I was gonna say, okay, I actually kind of forgot what I was gonna say, but it's definitely something about Selena and like, oh no, it was
Yeah.
about Melania. The reaction girls have to like fighting Melania in general is crazy. Like,
This is
I've
a
seen, like,
family-friendly
couple where it's,
broadcast?
like,
No?
No.
Okay.
Just no.
I'm not a fan of the family, like, as a whole. I feel like last episode
Yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty clear on
We're
that.
enemies of the family.
Yeah. This is family aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna blow up my sister, remember?
Yeah.
Uh,
For context for viewers, we're discussing sending a bomb to
my
Brett's, yeah, to Brett's sisters
because
for-
she canceled going to dinner with me.
Yeah, she ditched her.
Wait, I never let you get to, like,
Yeah.
what you were going to say
Yeah.
about, like, people's reaction to Melania.
Oh yeah.
Oh. No, yeah, it's just in general, like, I don't know, there are so many girls I've seen, like, posting about it where they just get to her and are, like, either they give up completely or they become, like, obsessed in a kind of horny way.
Yeah. As it should.
Yeah, like, Souls games in general do that, but with Melania, it was, like, something going a little deeper.
They put something in the water with that one.
The thing in the water,
Yeah,
it was the
I
rot.
think it's a
Right.
feed. I think it's because of Miyazaki's insistence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Brett, now it's your turn.
Yeah, what have I been reading? I say as I have everything I've been reading pulled up so I didn't have to remember it. Well, today I was actually, because I usually take a little minute, so I got it this time. I learned. Today I was actually binging all of Onodera Kokoro's stuff. She does, like, this series is called School Back. It's about a school janitor, and, like, it's all based around youth and high school, like, problems of being young. So that's fun. It's fun to read. That makes me sound old by saying that, but whatever. You know, them and those kids, you know.
Yeah, those damn kids.
Yeah, those damn kids. Other series have been updating. There was a new Hizukan tautology, subtraction tautology update. That was, it's so... Oh, that series is so good. Every so often it'll just hit you with a wham, and you're like, fuck. But anyway, it's really good. Shout out to the translator, by the way. They're over at UBC, and they're going through it.
Oh, God.
I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm rooting for you.
I'm sure they'll get it.
But, yeah, anyway, other than that, Kaika Apartment I've been reading. It's by Ameshi. You might know if you read a lot of Yuri. They did the Red Shoes one shot. They got this really, like, old school style art, and they do a lot of, like 1920s kind of stuff, and it's about this apartment building. It takes place from the point of view of this translator guy, and it's this apartment building with weird people. It's really interesting. And the newest one, you got some unrequited juicy bits that just I love it. Anything else interesting? Oh, that Q and Kyoto thing that got an anime ages ago. I kept up with it because there was enough Yuri bait to keep me going, but there was kind of Yuri.
Wow.
Kyoto what?
Q and Kyoto. It's about Maikos. Those, like, they're trying to become geisha, whatever stuff.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Oh.
there was
okay.
kind of Yuri between the house mother and the girl she, like, trained with, and it was crazy. And I pogged. I pogged
Yeah,
so
yeah.
hard. It was worth reading. 260 chapters for that.
Oh, like, is there a point where it happened, or was like literally like the last minute?
I mean, it's still ongoing, so you know we might get more. I mean,
But,
the
like,
original Yuri that hooked me was it's about like there's like two girlies who are training to get Maikos, but one of them fails and she becomes like the cook, and it's like kind of a cooking thing, kind of about Maikos. It's like 50-50. It's like a total hobby thing, or not hobby, but you know what I mean. One of those kinds of ones. Anyway, and like there was kind of Yuri going on between those two girlies, but it looks like one of them's gonna end up with their third childhood friend, which is some guy. He's fine. He's like a baseball player. He's kind of moe with it, whatever. But then the house mother started having like insane Yuri vibes. So like I was like, holy shit, they put it in there for me.
Yeah. They
They
gave
knew.
you a little treat after like 260 chapters.
Yeah.
Where they felt a little bad.
Yeah, I was on the verge of dropping it, and then they were like, "What if you had some like nice like 30-something
They put, like,
Yuri or 40? I don't
A
know."
Yuri pie, like, next to, like, a open Yuri windowsill, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I knew. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Other than that, just the usual updates I've been reading. A bit of more shoujo series I've been getting into lately, and josei, but I don't talk about those normally because I'm a Yuri head.
Yeah, everybody would be like, "What's this Yuri head talking about, Joho?"
Yeah, I know. I feel
It
so.
just wouldn't make sense.
I feel so alienated. Everybody else who's like a huge Yuri head is all into BL or like shonen stuff, and I'm like, I can't read those.
I've been trying to get into a good couple of hetero manga.
Oh yeah. Just is that the end of the thought? Okay. I mean, if you want some like good josei, I can send some over for you. I've been reading. What's that fucking with the ceramics? There's this one. I love her work. And she's been doing this series right now about ceramics. It's again kind of a hobby thing, but I like those. So that got me
Honestly,
into
yeah,
it.
I really like
And
those.
the guy that she's like in,
manga where they're
like
just
thing
about like
with
some
like
random thing.
yeah, exactly. I love it. The guy she's in a relationship with. Well, she's going to be in the manga, obviously. Oh, it's Aonohana. It's Nomori. I'm not good at. It's by Kodama Yuki. Anyway, the guy that she's like, who's her love interest. He's such crazy autistic swag. It's so fun. He's just like, ugh. And he's a little bisexual with it, so you gotta respect. Anyway, I'll send that to you then. You gotta try it. It's good stuff. There you
Yeah,
go.
maybe
Read that
maybe
shit.
ask your sister. Maybe ask your sister before blowing her up if she has any recommendations, because she's always on those like crazy ass
Oh yeah, no, she's
scary
always
webtoons.
She's webtoons are a whole nother beast. Yeah, she's always reading those. She was telling me about this. There's this one series. It's so over the top. It's like, it's just, it's too pulpy for me, which is saying something, because I read some real shit. But it's like, girl, I can. And she's like, it's so bad, I can't stop looking away from it. It's like a car accident. And I'm like, I understand you, but woof.
Woof.
Some of the stuff they put out on Webtoon, and it's just, you gotta be a particular kind of person.
Yeah, they let you post anything there nowadays.
Yeah. She did try to read Lore Olympus for a little bit. That was too miserable for even her, though.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't- I'm gonna honest to God, I've never seen anyone posting about Lore Olympus. I've just seen people complain about it. So I don't
You need to-
understand.
you need to-
I think people only complain about it because they're against Italian American culture.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they're
should've-
anti-Italian.
Yeah, if they, like, if The Sopranos was in 2020, they would have had an episode about Lore Olympus.
Honestly. I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
never apologize for being Sicilian. Bit is just
was
lifted
so
from like
iconic.
a late Sopranos episode.
Oh my god. I wish I could write something that
Just
I don't even know
anything.
what to call it.
Powerful.
It's just it's right up there with like puppy girl of like things I wish I could write and I just could never, because I'm just
You
not
have to.
misogynist enough.
Honestly,
something.
There's gotta be something deeply wrong with you to write those kind of things, I guess.
I thought I had enough things deeply wrong with me, but no. I'm like
No.
kind of normal with my deeply wrong things.
Yeah, you're just.
How come I ended up a decent person? I should have ended up a freak who writes weirdo shit.
honestly.
Yeah. Well, there's always looking to the future, ain't that right?
Yeah.
Oh, so true.
You can always get
so
worse.
true. Yeah.
One day.
I'm gonna have to write. Someday I will make it to the point where I'm gonna have to write the longest "I'm sorry, woman" letter of my life.
See, that's your starting point. Like you're already thinking about a woman. You're writing
Yeah.
woman.
I'm already. Oh, sorry that I can't help but respect women. Oh God, you're making me sound like Halloween again.
I've also
We
been
can't-
reading all of those old Halloween tweets.
They're
You need
so
to start.
good.
They're so
You need
good.
to start using more comas in your manner of speech, and then you'll finally
I'd
after
become-
that you'll get it so easily.
She's so peculiar.
I don't even know if I want to be Halloween. Like,
You're always thinking about what you want. You're never thinking about what woman you want.
so true,
Okay.
so true.
Okay, we're getting a little
We're so off track.
sidetracked.
Oh, this is gonna be a good 2-hour episode. I just can feel it in my bones.
I feel like it's gonna be like a little longer for sure.
Oof.
Um,
I'm gonna have to bit crush this one to make it up on the Neo Cities. Jesus Christ.
You
God.
post like a 2-parter.
Well, we could. That would probably be. I should have done that before. Hindsight 2020. Oof. Okay. Anyway, let's get into our little discussion of the chapter.
2024.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off.
Wait.
That was yeah, that's so funny. I like that joke.
That was funny. Hey, that was funny.
I'm getting
Okay.
really small.
Don't be so white about it.
Yeah, don't be so white about it. Okay.
Okay. Avni, you wanted to do the summary? You said you had some notes.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
we
Summary
put
of.
all our work onto the guest? Jesus Christ, how much are you
Oh
gonna
well.
shuck off your
Okay.
duty?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna go and talk about the fishes and the snails and the weather.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
I
I'll
can
get
do this.
to it.
I can do
alright.
the summary. Don't worry. I'm not throwing it on you. I just don't. I want to give her a little fucking breathing room here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we've done chapters 9 and 10, unless I'm really wrong. Wow, that was just a brain flash of what did if I read the wrong chapters? I'm pretty sure. Woof. So we did 9 and 10, and they're both a kind of a continuation of the last week's chapter, of 8,
Oh.
I guess. Yeah.
One sec.
Oh.
You were
Huh.
lagging out a little.
Oh. Well, that doesn't affect us on the recording, so no.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Doesn't it?
Well,
Wow.
no, because
Oh.
I'm recording on my computer, right?
That's the power of technology.
Oh,
So this is the power of tech.
bro.
See, this is.
What the fuck?
Video
I
editing
got
is
you, Maria.
magic.
That's so groovy.
I'm like a yeah. I'm like a 6 out of 10 on the audio editing, but you know what? It seems like magic. Anyway, so it's kind of a continuation of chapter 8, where they're helping out Shimeji-san, Chan's sister. We need to come up with a shorter name other than just her sister, but I guess that's what we got to work
I've
with.
just been saying Shimeji sister. I don't actually know her name. I've read the entire manga.
She doesn't have a name.
What?
It's-
Should
I
we
think-
just call her Take a Miss?
She's just.
Okay.
I think that'd be maybe a little too meta with that one. Shimeji
Okay.
sister is
You
at
know,
least
I
concise.
don't think I don't.
The sister Shimeji.
There are a lot of examples.
Yeah.
There are so many examples of like self-inserts that are really funny, especially in manga. I mentioned Oyasumi Pum Pum being like one of my favorites, where the author just makes like a self-insert, and it's just like this woman with glasses, super thin, like big boobs, super cute, super
we
pretty.
covered that
But-
definitely
but, like-
transgender in some way, but yes.
Yeah, no, that is in the focus right now. The focus is like, Take a Miss is one of the funniest like examples like I can think of the top of my head, where it's just like,
You gotta put yourself
I don't
in
know,
your own
people
manga
have been
so that you can either call your characters
Yeah, like-
stupid or have your characters call you stupid.
yeah, but like here's the thing: people have been speculating about taking misgender for a while, whatever, and then like out of nowhere, Shimeji Simulation drops, and it's just taking Miss as a character that is just like their self-insert like down to the glasses and the everything, and it's just the main character's older sister.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get over that. I feel like that
it is
peak.
pretty iconic.
It's iconic. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It's pretty iconic. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, yeah, okay, our summaries. They're helping Shimeji Sis out with the machine in chapter 9. And they get introduced to the fish with names, which are those fucking fish ghost shits, I don't know. Then they get drugs, and then chapter 10, which I have to say, these chapters, after I read them and was thinking back on them like earlier today, I was like, they seem like one unified chapter of how well they like flow, which I guess is just kind of one linear time between two chapters, but you know, it feels really good.
yeah, sometimes the cut feels like a very, very disorienting mangas and all.
Yeah.
This one was like very fluid, just one from the other.
Oh, super. And then 10 is them kind of wandering around in, well, Shimeji.
Yeah.
Shijima. I did it
It's
again.
okay, we can
Honestly,
just call
her
it
name is Shimeji.
Let's just give up.
It's
In my
Shimeji.
Shimeji
It's her
notes, I've just been
simulation.
calling her Shimeji.
It's her simulation.
She's in the simulation. Oh, yeah.
It's,
yeah.
it's
just-
Shimeji's simulation, and we're all just living in it.
Literally. Anyway, yeah, she goes through her little simulation moment there in the Matrix, and then they all wake up, and there's something fucking weird out in the yard. New sculpture.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So you know,
That's it.
that's my summary.
like the
Sorry,
chapter?
I'm concise with it.
Okay. That's fair, that's nice. I guess Majime didn't show up.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Oh, well, she was there. I just didn't. Oh, fuck. Sorry. She's hanging out. I don't know. We're gonna get more in depth. Hopefully the hopefully
we
the
were,
listeners
like-
read the damn thing. Are
No.
they skimping on like the one required piece? Come on. I know we give stupid homework that everyone has to follow
Yeah.
through with,
Okay.
but you know,
Um,
you'd hope they
now
read
we're-
it.
Yeah, hopefully. No, we're done with it.
Now
Thank
with
you
that.
for the summary, Brad.
Yeah. Anytime.
That was a wonderful summary. I'm sorry I was so mean about it.
Oh. It's okay. I wasn't mad. It's okay. I was like, I don't know.
No, it was my bad, and I should have.
Oh my god, I'm literally not even mad about it. I was just worked up. Jesus.
Okay.
Ugh.
I feel like chapter 10 was like obviously the one that had more meat to it. But chapter 9 had a lot of good things, like especially like we're actually getting into dreams and stuff. And
Yeah.
Shimeji's sister has like a lot of insight into dreams, and it's the one that kind of establishes what they mean in the story. And in this one, she's like, a dream belongs to its dreamer, however, that might no longer be
Yeah.
true from now on.
Like, There's this
it's
breaking down of
uh,
barriers and shit. Like, Shimeji's
mm,
sister is just climbing over the walls, I guess, you know?
You know how
yeah,
it is.
Right.
you know how it is. I do love it, and just like I don't know, in general, like yeah, here she like it's weird. Previous to that, it's like a funny joke that's like one off, so it might not make like a lot of sense. But it's the Shishima Shimeshi is like it's the thing I saw in my dream, like I mean
Mm-hmm.
C's dream, and she says, and like her sister says, "Don't see my dream without permission." It's like it's like funny because she's trying to break down all these barriers and whatever, but she's still like, "Come on, man, ask for permission first. What's your damage?" Like it makes sense on the overall, like
Yeah.
what Shimeshi simulation is trying to say about dreams and like that's like thoughts, it's like personal things you can't really share, or it's like a
Mm-hmm.
boundary and like a barrier in communication at all. And so like it makes sense that even if you are trying to break down that barrier, you still want the other person to like give you a heads up or something, like make that intention clear instead of just like barging in. I don't know.
Right.
It's cool. It's like a little one-off joke, but kind of
Yeah. Do you have
contextualizes
any,
it a
like,
little
thoughts
more.
on, like, uh-huh, the giant machine that, Shimeji's sister makes? Like, the one that fucking spits out fish with the
That
names.
Like the machine itself.
I like
Yeah,
how
like, it's,
it's like a fucking worm or something, like one of those kind of
I think
like.
it's shaped like a shell, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's more like a shell, probably.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. I was just thinking of the front profile.
Right.
Yeah.
I did not
I
consider
mean,
that.
yeah.
It's funny that the characters kind of like wonder like why the fish are like attracted to the shells, and like
Hmm.
Shimeji's sister is just kind of like, I'm not gonna explain it to you, you
Yeah.
know? Right.
Yeah, you're not
And it's
gonna
just like,
fucking get it at this point of the story, okay?
right. I
Like,
kind of
you don't
wonder,
know.
like if it's sort of similar to how like the Shimeji herself like talks about like her room, you know, like
Mm,
maybe the fish want like a space where they're just alone and like by themselves or something.
Yeah. Okay.
mm.
Like
I
I
don't
would.
I
know.
No,
felt.
no, no. I'm seeing what you're saying. It's kind of like it's working into like the
Yeah,
metaphors that the are using. Uh,
right. But then like once they actually get like the fish with names to like where they want them to be, they kind of like rather than just swarming around the shell, they go into everyone.
Mm.
yeah. I mean, they gotta eat the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like Shimeji's sister just has like little drugs.
Like drugs. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I
like,
mean, I feel like
if she gave me drugs, I'd probably eat them.
Yeah.
I
I don't even need to ask. Sure, Shimeji's
I
sister.
would.
I'll eat anything. you
Beautiful
tell me.
women can always give me substances.
Literally.
I don't think
Give
I
me a
would do that.
headline
I'm
next
sorry.
week. A bunch of 20-somethings from random countries all took the same drug and died mysteriously.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah, we
wouldn't
gotta
take
watch
them, but my opinions on Shimeji's sister. They also extend to her handing out drugs to me.
Okay. Yeah, you're a
Um,
hater. It's okay.
I'm a, I'm a hater, not a lover.
You're a dedicated hater of the blood. We need one.
Yeah. Um, I'm kind of thinking like fish with names. I don't know if they're like people's thoughts or something, people's dreams. That's kind of what I'm thinking of.
Hmm.
With this ones,
Oh.
and I feel like the shells are more like some like the fishes like the thoughts or whatever. They need somewhere to go,
Right.
and so like I don't know these. I'm I don't honestly know what the deal with the drugs and whatever is. I feel like I'm gonna be honest. This is my stab at it. I think Taking Miss wanted to like at least once have that psychedelic drug dream or whatever. Like it's the fucking surrealist
Gosh.
whatever manga that she's doing,
Yeah.
she had to have like, oh god, they had to at least have one, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like
yeah.
my take on it.
It is
I'm
interesting that
not
they kind of
saying
like have to
there's.
shepherd the fish too, you know?
Mm,
Because like otherwise they just kind of
Yeah.
be like all chaotic and shit. Like,
It feels very much like the gardener, like in that
uh-huh.
moment. Like she's
Yeah.
definitely replicating
oh,
part
Right.
of like
yeah,
how the gardener
especially with
works, which is funny because they're like
yes,
opposite forces kind of in this manga, in a way.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, especially with like the steak and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
If it was
It's a good
woke,
read. I'm
do
not
you think
saying
it'd be fish with
there's
pronouns?
yeah, no, because it wouldn't be abbreviated or fishes.
They get the fish pronouns.
Yeah, the damn fishes have pronouns and we don't.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They got cut out of the budget for us.
Yeah.
They had to decide between the fishes and us, and they went with the fishes.
Fuck.
It's like more or less in chapter 9 is everything leading up to chapter 10, and chapter
Yeah.
10 is like the meat of the
Right.
of this section.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of like goes through every like all of these. Okay, so what's it called? The danchi, right?
Mm.
So this danchi is meant to represent her psyche, and every single door and whatever, it's like a thought of hers, some
Sure.
idea, something.
Let's start on that level. Damn. Okay. I didn't think about that.
What? For real?
Sorry. I'm not
I know, it's
metatextual
just-
like you. I just figured I'm not very. I think it's part of like first of all, I'm not very well learned in the psychology shit or whatever. I don't know, but like it's I think of it more of like a, since it's got. I guess it makes sense with your kind of thing. I just kind of figured it's like how in dreams you see things that like but then things are always a little bit off. So I kind of just interpret it that way.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. Okay. Damn. Okay, I'll take that in. Okay.
Everything
Continue.
is
Sorry.
like also
Shit.
kind of like
I-
boxed separately too. You know?
Yeah, that's. Yeah, you would expect everything would be kind of mashed together, I guess.
Yeah.
If it was like a dream kind of. Well, yeah, I don't know. Huh.
So like, I kind of got that because of the giant, no longer human
Oh.
book, right? And I was like, oh, these are just like memories of things she knows, rather than like a general idea of things she knows.
Yeah.
Because especially like, for example, the apple, the corn, these are like big things. I don't know, maybe what like
Mm-hmm.
the impact they had, or maybe it's like when she saw them before, they were like big, like she was a little kid, so she couldn't eat the apple or something. I think it's more like I don't think the physical size is that important. It's just like
Yeah, would you say it's like how those kinds of concepts,
Yeah.
the concept of corn or whatever,
Right.
like that as a word is something like easily accessed. We rely on a lot. It's very solid. So you can imagine like, what is it? The perfect form of corn. Like you can imagine a corn, the ideal corn in your brain.
Yeah.
So you know very.
The
Very
platonic
well
ideal
platonic
of
ideal,
corn.
That's the word. Oh, thank God, you guys are smart.
It is kind of funny that like
uh,
okay, I'm not really sure what's going on with them being like large, but it is funny that she's like small compared to them, you know?
Yeah, it is. It
I
is
think-
very funny.
Yeah.
I think it's gotta do more with like. If I were to take a stab at it, I would say like, you know, she's kind of I guess like in her own word, kind of self-absorbed in that sense,
Right.
because she's like
And then like
kind of lonely, and also like her thoughts take a big space in her head, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, thoughts in general, but like, so her life, she herself is just kind of small, and all these concepts take a lot more space than she
Yeah.
does. That's what I would
and then
kinda
there's
say
what
with
she
it.
does to the fried
Uh,
egg too, you know?
She fucks
Yeah.
that shit up.
There's also, have any of you read No Longer Human?
No,
No.
it seems kind of depressing.
A
which
girl
I
in
guess I
high
like,
school told
but,
me
like,
to. And I was scared of her.
A girl in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was flirting.
Is this how you get? Is this how you flirt? You're like, oh, have you read No Longer Human? Is this what you put on your profiles? Yeah, I read No Longer Human.
Wait. That's how you start a conversation, no?
Okay, yeah.
You're not no longer human, man.
I think I read like 10 pages of a manga adaptation. He's like fucked up or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's with the other fucking guy who's like a genius too. Well, I mean, you don't gotta read it. It's not the generics. It's just kind of like the basis for Japanese take on like Japanese culture's take on like I don't know suicidal loneliness.
I do gotta get on it.
Our favorite.
It's like one of the most. Yeah, if you ever read like I don't know fucking Oyasumi Pompon or some shit, you know that they inadvertently taken a lot from No Longer Human. It's a bit of a long read, just in the sense it's not like a long book, but it's depressing.
Ooh,
so,
fun.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't say I had a lot of fun, but it was also like right at the point where I wasn't like super depressed. So it was like a little funny seeing the guy do exactly the things I was doing and be like, "Oh no, I am so lonely." While he was like hanging out with like a billion people.
Right.
Damn.
I guess it's not really relevant.
Reading like No Longer Human and thinking, "Damn, this guy's a better life than I do."
Yeah, you might as well kill yourself at that point, hey?
Yeah.
So like at the end of the book, there's like this like epilogue where this guy found his journals or something, and he went up to meet like one of the people he met, like this madame at a bar.
Okay.
And she was like, I mean, yeah, he was like a little bit depressed, but he was a pretty chill guy, honestly. I don't know what he was all about.
That's how it is.
Oh, it really is how it is, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, it kind of like draws you back to earth, and it's like, I mean, yeah, all that shit happened, but he was a pretty chill guy. People liked him. He went to the bar and he hung out.
He was at the
anyways. He literally was at the club and it didn't fix him. It honestly made him worse, but whatever. I want to do a little sidetrack just because I want to brag that I actually read No Longer Human.
I think you got bragging rights for life on that one.
It is really funny how there's like just so many like random like references to books, and that's like Shimeji's on that like kind of like, how do I put this, like books about pathetic men grind set,
Yeah. Well, she is a pathetic man. Like,
right.
Pathetic women are kind of like pathetic men, but they're women.
Yeah.
That is how that works.
And they don't write a lot of like pathetic women back in the day, so they're not like super classics yet.
Well, women weren't pathetic back then. They won that right in like the 1940s.
Yeah, because of woke.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to like write like Emma and shit posthumously to catch up with pathetic women.
Yeah. Okay, back to the topic. I like that part with the fried egg.
Yeah, the egg. It's kind of funny when she starts like, I don't want to say like bad mouthing, but she's kind of just bitching about like her sister and her friend, which is like when you're kind of depressed or like stuff like that, or even just when you're not depressed, you'll bitch about your friends. Like your friends are annoying as fuck. God bless all my friends. I hate their gay asses, but it's funny.
Go on.
Okay. Issuing another formal apology. Anyway, but it's funny because it's like she's definitely in that like depressive why do I even bother interacting with people or whatever, that kind of stuff. You definitely go through that. Like it's very funny to see that. And then like it's funny, she complains about all this and then like the crab shows up and then Majime is like, "Yo girl, I got you.
I'll
And she's
save
like,
you.
yay!
Majime
Thanks.
is like her prince on a white horse, except she's like
Literally!
a bunny on a
It's her
fish.
prince. Yeah, her prince on a bunny too.
You know what? Yeah, ideal dream right there. Bunny girl on a giant
Generally.
fish. Where's my bunny
Yeah.
girl on a giant fish?
Isn't there like literally
Get
some
working
like
on
So
this.
true.
horrible like hetero anime that's like someone doesn't dream of bunny girl senpai?
Oh god, that sounds dire.
That's like the opposite of like what you have going on. You are dreaming of bunny
Oh,
girl. Okay, I take that back.
yeah.
It's kind of insane, like reading that bit with like the crab, where she's like trying to run from it and just like can't, and then it's sort of like, if this is really a dream, then there's no way anyone would come to save me. It's exactly like the
Yeah.
closet.
Yeah.
Like that's
And
like
then she.
crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
I wanna go back a little bit to the after the Friday
Uh-huh.
thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, she's like, oh, it's so annoying. Like, she herself just like throws herself on the egg.
Yeah.
And then she complains about the egg and blah blah blah. And it'll be fine. This place is so convenient. All. And she actually takes the Majime's pajama. Is the
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
That's like the detail that I'm kind of like taking from that part. It's just like the convenient aspects of this dream are like there's inconveniences to Majime being there, right? Of like, oh, she gets messy and whatever. But after she gets dressed up, like the thing expecting her is
Yeah.
Majime's
And also,
pajama,
like,
right?
you know, with her even, like, getting messed up, she kind of, like, engages with the fried egg in a way different to, like, all of the other objects.
Yeah.
Like, she, you know, it seems like she kind of, like, tries just playing with it, which is, like, very sweet, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is like before she sees the egg, she doesn't actually interact
Yeah.
with them. But after she does dip in the egg, she goes back to the apple and just like cuts up
Right.
it and has
She
a
takes,
bite.
like, a bit of the
So,
giant
like-
apple and brings it, like, outside of the apple cube. Wow.
We sound like
Yeah.
we're reading like children's like, picture books. Like, and then she throws herself the egg.
Yeah.
She comes back and eats the apple.
Like,
And we're like,
We're like 100%
Like-
yeah,
serious.
there's parallels, we
like,
promise.
like a genuine deep dive, like a deep dive of something that sounds like it's from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. God, did any of you read, like,
And
the
then, right,
one,
she
like,
goes,
fucking
to
story about, like, the
crab
giant
and all,
peach?
And it's like, yeah.
Sorry.
I saw the,
James-
I saw
James
the-
James
And?
and, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know him.
Right. I remember
Actually
that
made
movie
some
had, like, a
fiction
lot of, like,
earlier.
cunty bugs. We can return back to the manga.
Yeah.
So it did.
No, thank you.
You're gonna dodge the country bugs? Okay.
We're
we
not
all-
gonna get into that.
we all have our demons, I suppose.
I mean, they were cunty. What can you say?
Yeah, I do like that she's Majime. She's piloting Yoshika, the pencil pet.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
It's our friend Yoshika.
It's our friend Yoshika.
I want a Yoshika.
Like,
Can we have her?
Yeah.
TK Miss, merch
Honestly.
Love her.
now.
You can be smirched. I want a Yoshika pencil case, frankly.
I mean, they probably actually have those. We just have to get
No,
the right
yeah.
fish. Bitches love fish merch, and by bitches I mean me.
Fish pencil case. Okay, well, I'm gonna go look into that later. I'm gonna make some calls and
I have
I'll
to
be back.
contact some
Okay.
associates.
You're gonna use up our budget.
Yeah.
You're using up our budget for the episode on our fish case. I see how it is.
Yeah. You wouldn't?
Yeah, I can't believe you.
Yeah. But it's like, God, the crab thing is like really good because it's like Majime is a very proactive character, whereas Shishime is Shimeshi is a very like passive character, which
Yeah.
helps. Even though she's the protagonist, it does help her like move around and be moved by the plot rather than just.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
I don't know if you've like read anything of Watamote past like the first things that the anime covered.
I've been.
You know Watamote. You know this.
It seems like kind of like required reading.
No.
So I've been like getting at it,
Yeah.
chipping away.
Oh my god. You're a real business fan. Jesus Christ. You don't have to read Watamote for us. Oh.
Yeah, Jesus. I had honestly genuine issues recommending Watamote to people when I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
rereading it like for the first time. I was like, I don't know if I can like show you this. I've got a lot of weirder friends, so it's fine. But back in the day, I was like freaking out, like, oh my god, they'll think I'm a freak because there's a girl.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny that you bring up Watamote because I was going through my old books, of course, and I have the first volume still.
Oh my god!
It's sitting right over
Oh
there.
my
She's trapped in there.
Yeah,
You have to free her.
she's trapped in there. She's not me. I'm gonna have to get the rest of all the volumes so she can develop as a person and not just be volume 1
Yeah.
Tomoko.
Yeah, if just like volume 1 Tomoko is just too depressing, man. Anyways, my point was exactly that. Like the first couple volumes of Watamote were just like an incredible drag, just because it's like the bit right is that this is this socially awkward loner or whatever. And the thing is, the first like 50 chapters or so are just like kind of miserable because beyond like her friends from middle school, she has like no friends, so it's just like the plot is like really painful just to trot along because she's like a very it's like a very
reading like Watamote is like watching like YouTube shorts of like people like hurting themselves on accident. You know? Like but sometimes it's like, oh no, you realize you've done something that like this like wretched mire of a person is doing, and it's like you have to like self-reflect for a bit and like go outside and smoke, you know?
Yeah. My point was like when you have like a character that is like kind of lonely and whatever, it kind of gets boring if you don't really bring another character to move the plot along or something, because otherwise it's just like you're watching just this case study of this very boring lonely person, right? Which there are like a lot of workarounds. There are some better, some worse. I was very mean to Bocce at the time when it came out, just because I was kind of expecting like a similar thing, or like at least for it to be like take a little time till she meets people, and she just gets her friends in like chapter 1, and it's like come on, work a little, do some exercise. Like, I'm not saying it's undeserved, because I don't think people should deserve friends, but narratively it's like, okay, you resolve the issue in like chapter 1.
Yeah, like I guess with this manga, you kind of like see like the ways in which like Shimeji just kind of like wants to disconnect from people, like sort of affect her relationship. Like, you know, even like earlier there's like bits where like Majime is just thinking like, am I just bothering her? Like, does she even like me? You know? And it's like, oh god. And you get to see them like make things work out, like despite that, because they're, you know, there for each other, at least. Yeah. Like.
Yeah. This is a very cute chapter in that sense, because it's like, it resolves a lot the thing of like, okay, those who have read the prequel might know why she is like this a little.
Is the prequel canon?
I don't know. I had a feeling that it was.
We've been avoiding talking about it.
I didn't know about the prequel until like I saw one of you mention it, like a post or something. And then I read it and I was like, oh.
Oh my god. Oh, there's that.
It's a. Yeah, I think we need somebody stronger than us to tackle that one.
Yeah, we need to call Justin on this one.
Maybe maybe you're strong enough, maybe not. It's fine. We just need someone stronger. Call outs for any, not call out. Wait, what's the word? Auditions for anybody who's stronger than us.
Yeah.
You can come on, be a guest.
Yeah, you can explain the prequel and then we'll move
Yeah.
on and just ignore talking about that directly. But my point is, you know, she, like, it's all fun and games in this very lonely world until she actually confronts something that's like scary and heavy and strong, whatever. Like Crab represents. Don't be so white about it, as we've said already. And then it's like you know, the Mashime's intervention. She shows up, she rescues her, and she actually does make a practical use of the dream world or whatever, and shows her something she didn't know. And it's like the next page where they're like writing Yoshi, it's Yoshika, right?
Yeah, Yoshika.
Okay, they're writing Yoshika around, and it's cute. And then like Mashime is like borderline crying, like she's so happy that she found her, and then she like moves back because she, even though she feels so happy, she does know she might like actually be bothering her or something. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like a bit of a painful moment. It's like small, but it's like, jeez, yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
I gotta
like
say,
that person.
chapter 10, the like expressions are like usually there's a lot of good, like all the level of art in here, like from the backgrounds to everything, is very good, but the expressions are really pulling their weight this time.
Honestly, I kind of just like
jeez.
froze like at like the crab page, you know, when I got to it. Oh god, that sounds so funny. But like that line, like, it's exactly like the closet. Like, I don't know. Like, there have been like periods in my life where, just because of like, I don't know, various reasons, both things like just like moving around and shit, where I like kind of spent like multiple like years or months like not talking to people, and it's like, yeah, like it kind of like being confronted with something, then realizing that like there's just nothing you can really do. But then like literally next page, Majime shows up, imagines a solution, and wins, which is what you gotta do. Fucking imagine the frying pan.
You just gotta fucking
and it becomes
win.
real. This is true of real life.
Yeah.
If you're like in a bind, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like bringing it down a little back, down to earth. I feel like it's, yeah, it's a real strong moment, just because, you know, having been there on both sides and all, it's just like something that you feel like it's impossible to overcome on your own or whatever, and then someone comes along and they just like help you from it or whatever in just like a minute. Maybe it doesn't like give you a final, like a complete solution in the moment or whatever, but to them it's just like something that's doable or whatever. I don't know, maybe it's something like, for example, you know, when you're depressed or anxious or whatever, or you don't get like a lot of interactions, so you get nervous calling some place or something, and then like someone else is like, oh, I can just do that call for you, and then they call the place and they fix it up in like 10 minutes. Just like to give it like a more realistic example as to what she might be experiencing. And god, it's like a rough, like, it's not rough in the sense that it's like sad, it's just like Shimeshi just like actually confronting her feelings on Majime, and like actually they get past the stage of like they're just acquaintances who are spending time together because it's high school and they need to like spend time with someone, I guess, you know. And it's like, no, we're actually friends, I actually do like you. It's not just like a time we're spending together. That's just like, it could be whatever. It is time that appreciate spending with you. Maybe not that strongly worded here, but
It is funny that like this chapter ends with them kind of like reaffirming their friendship, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's funny that this is kind of the first time that they've been like, yeah, we're friends. Because like earlier it was like, we
Right,
just have to
yeah.
date because
Or I mean
yeah,
you can't ask to be friends. That's weird.
yeah, and then they just actually just
And then they just
ask each
actually
other, "Hey,
yeah.
wanna be my friend?" Yeah, sure.
and
Yeah.
then like before then, like literally every time someone asks like Shimeji, like, you know, whether she's friends with like the fried
Yeah.
egg, she's like, no.
No.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Aw.
God.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to point out something. You know that she has the same rabbit outfit from like a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
It's interesting because in like those other episodes, she was like kind of complaining about her, just kind of like this figure that's taking her into weird places that she usually wouldn't go, do different things, kind of, and not necessarily negatively, but definitely like a figure that's just like disrupting something, and it's like a little weird for her. But
Hmm.
in this case, it's like this disruption is like shown to be a good thing, like
Right.
something that breaks the status quo, which is like the whole chapter in itself. The whole thing that the sister is doing is just like a breakthrough of the status quo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like dreams and whatever, but specifically like going against the gardener, who we
Hmm.
see like complaining at the end of the chapter. And so I feel like it's like a good way of connecting those two dots. Of like they're both disruptors, Mashime and Shishima's sister, but this is a good thing. Like, Shimeshi is like a very, like as I said, it's like a very passive character. So she's always kind of siding along with the status quo of like, oh, I don't want to do this weird thing or whatever.
Hmm.
Uh,
Mm.
and so it's like a little bit of a breakthrough for her that she actually wants to spend time with her. That this is a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and another thing is like by the end of the dream, they're together in the closet. You know, the one she was like keeping her out of in chapter 8.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a little sleepover.
Yeah, she actually got her sleepover and everything. But I was thinking more of like visualizing this point of Shimeshi like letting
Oh,
Mashime in by actually showing her in the closet
oh
with her.
yeah. Like it's so funny how much like space like Majime like takes up in there too. Like
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
like especially when you kind of like think of like, you know, the sort of like how do I put it? Like the kind of like depressive like start of the series where she's like, this is my closet. This is a space comprised entirely of myself. And it's like
yeah.
now there's just, you know, a girl there. Another
Yeah.
one.
Wow.
Another one, two of
Yeah.
them.
Like
We're getting a little
Yeah.
crazy here.
Ooh. Oh my. Two girls in the
wait,
closet now, that's crazy.
is having your boundaries crossed over by another girl Yuri?
Oh my gosh. You know what
It
series is that's
depends.
just like that one fucking series that's going on right now. You know the one.
What series?
It's the one with the she's like a clean freak. She's like the class president, and there's this girl who like
Mhm.
deliberately like is exposing her to germs, and it's like a weird Yuri thing.
I don't know her.
Scary.
Don't know them.
It's so good. It's like I don't know. Sometimes you want to gross somebody else out for your own sick pleasure.
Typing germaphobe Yuri into Google.
Yeah. True. Well, there's a couple of those. I can list a few, but oh, it's this one. Kyoto-san. It's
Yep.
Kyoto-san wants to get dirty. Yeah.
That was the first result
Oh,
too.
really? Oh my god.
Yeah, it worked out.
Wait, what's it called?
Here you go. Maria. I'm not
you.
good at reading Japanese. It's the Kyoto-san wants to get dirty.
Kyoto-san wa Yogo Sarutai,
Yeah.
I think.
That's
I
right.
don't know.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I should be.
Okay,
I should
I'll.
pre episode, like day before. I feel like I should just like sit down with my one buddy who like can read Japanese and shit, and just be like, okay, go over the whole alphabet with me one more time. I'm ready to sound out some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you focus on the Japanese, then the English is just gonna get messy.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
We gotta take our losses where we can.
My English is bad enough.
Huh.
Anyway.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
you know 2 languages, right? You got like English and then like Canadian English.
That's true.
there's 2?
Oh my god, I get to put down 3 on my resumes.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oof. Oof. Watch out, world.
Yeah, like every time we see like the word like color in this manga, we have to like add a U in there internally, or else we can't understand it.
Yeah. Back to the chapter. I just like. It's a really last nice page that it has. It's kind of like a little foreshadowing, like, oh, what's that gardener up to?
Right. And it kind of like, it comments on the fact that like obelisks have just sort of like popped up and
Yeah.
have been
Love a good
appearing.
obelisk.
You know?
Yeah, you can
Right.
you can get mad when an obelisk is involved, you know?
Hmm. I mean, unless you're the gardener.
Yeah,
Mm,
she
yeah.
seems a little pissed at the end there, but you know.
I don't know why. For some reason, the gardener like reminds me of like a Peanuts character. You know?
Okay, I
Like-
do kind of get where you're coming from. She's
She
kinda
has like a Peanuts energy. She says good grief.
She says good
You know?
grief. I think what makes her more of a peanut
say good
character is
grief.
her sense of defeat. You know, that seems
Yeah.
to accompany her.
Right.
Uh.
It's different from just failing. She just has like an air around her that's just kind of futile. Which
So
is
she's-
like very
she's
prominent in
Charlie Brown?
Peanuts. She's Charlie Brown, exactly. She's
I think
there.
she's like
with the
more of like a
football.
kind of like perfect union of like Charlie Brown and Lucy. You
Yeah,
know?
that makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I'd almost.
She's able to like
I'm
affect
not
the
a-
world a
She
They
bit.
didn't.
She's
They didn't air Peanuts here in like Argentina, so I'm not up to date with my Peanuts lore.
Oh, I just
but,
read the comics.
Of course. Well, we didn't get the comics either.
Oh yeah, Peanuts has Yuri in it, right?
Is that
I
the only
mean,
reason I read
fucking-
things?
I assume so. Like,
Well, as
come
a
on,
child-
like there's Marcy and like Patty, right?
Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, that's true. That was a bit of a renaissance that people had when they figured that one out. No, I was just I wanted to be a newspaper comic artist when I was a kid, so I read them all.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really
It's
sweet.
really
It was
it's really
adorable
scary
of
to
me.
draw a Drew pile with her because you'll just be drawing one thing and she just went through like 4 sketches and it's like on the way to the 5th one and you're just like
I was
still
Oh,
figuring
God.
out how to do a head.
I was just taught to make it easy designs that you can draw a million
Yeah.
times, like newspaper comic artists. So I just got good at drawing
Yeah,
fast.
That's so fun.
It's really solid, really good, and it shows your dedication. I'm just intimidated by it.
Unfortunately, it's a dead art, and it was a dead art when I was getting into it as a child. So whatever.
I don't
Hey,
know.
you could
Look, it
could
could
be
be
the
brought
new
back. You could
Garfield.
have like a Twitter account where you post and then like have like a Ko-fi link under it or something.
Yeah,
There we
you
go.
could be like the
I'll become
Keith
one of those.
Stackings guy.
Yeah, I'll be like
You know that guy?
XKCD or whatever. Yeah, I'll do a webcomic. I've tried to
Yeah.
do. Well,
You know the one with like the 2 lesbians? One of them is like blue hair and the other one's like blonde.
Oh God, I always forget what that
no.
one's called.
Yeah. Anyways, you could be that guy.
it could be that guy. Oh, that one. Wait, no, yeah, fucking. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a
Yeah,
little bit
that
like
one.
Beavis and Butthead. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like the girl
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, the girl Beavis and Butthead. They transitioned finally. Let's make that happen.
Where were we?
Beavis and Butthead
Sorry.
were woke.
Yeah, the woke Beavis and Butthead. Didn't they do a remake and they're like woke in or something?
Oh.
I think that was. I don't think that was Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, they did. They got like a new season or something. Anyways,
Okay, sorry.
I am getting a little sidetracked here.
Our
Back
first
to
2-hour
the-
episode.
Oh my god.
Nah, it won't
No,
be that
what?
bad.
No.
No, we're only
it's-
at like an hour.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about chapter 9, which is kind of funny because I
Yeah,
actually
moving
really
on.
like chapter 9.
Same, yeah.
Well, we kind of covered.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What do you
we
have-
got
what do you have
most
to
of
say
it.
about
One
chapter
thing
9?
that okay, I was being dramatic. Sorry, everyone. It's listed 49 on the page itself, but it's page 9 on MangaDex. It's that one where it's kind of like it's her little
Oh, yeah.
four comas of
Yeah.
like first it's like her changing faces, and then it's kind of like a 6 coma of her in the closet with then there's the sister. But the part that I really it's still 4 coma, but she's just covered up. Well, anyway, not the point. That last one where it's like the field and where she's got like whatever wild grass that is, the wheat.
The wheat.
And it's like her when she's younger, she doesn't have the Shimeji, she doesn't have those damn mushrooms. And you can kind of see what assumes is her sister. Like, I really like that little touch of, like...
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, she's going into kind of her memories or her mind space or her simulation, whatever we're going on for chapter 10. Whatever our metaphor is, I don't know, I get confused. But, like, we get to see a little bit of her memories from when she was a kid. I think that's, I don't know, it's a good little touch. I just wanted to bring that up. So I did this dramatically.
No,
as well.
It's really sweet. Like, that's a face we haven't seen her make before.
generally,
Right?
Chapter
It's like her first little big, it's her little kid big smile. You know how little kids make the biggest grins? It's that. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There's also like I think chapter 9 does have like a very good use of like the art in
Yeah.
general.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Like, the kind of, like, imagery sort of, like, escalates, you know? Like, honestly, just all of the stuff with, like, the fish is so beautiful. Because they're, like,
Yeah,
they're
there's
swimming.
It feels.
They're in the
it
air.
feels like versus like some of the earlier ones. Well, none of them have been truly minimalistic, but this one's kind of maximalist in a way, where you've got all this fish, all this visual like stuff. It's still very clean. Todiki Miz is a very clean art style, but like it's got so much stuff, and then you've got that cool like warping panel at the end of those. Yeah, you know the one on page 8 or whatever. Like, there's some really cool stuff going on with the art in this one, yeah.
I love the sequence of like her starting the machine too, with like that one panel where like the world kind of goes dark. Like,
Oh yeah. There's also I think
it's
like,
really
my
funny,
favorite
like the
part
kind of like different
the
expressions they
chapter
have on.
Yeah. Yeah, God. I feel like chapter 9, especially the page 8, the one where she starts floating as the fish enters her. It's probably like my favorite page out of like the first volume in general. Like, yeah, it's just like the psychedelic trip kind of art, but I feel like it did do a good job at it. And I'm also liking the general part of this volume, like in the sense that like it's kind of been building up this idea of like fishes and stuff. I like that they use them very for like a lot of things, like as a symbol, you know. It's kind of like Utena has its roses, Shimeji Simulation has its fishes.
Yeah, it's got breakfast
Who doesn't love a good
foods.
breakfast food?
Yeah.
I say, the most biased person alive.
Honestly.
I actually made myself some rice and fried egg for breakfast because I hadn't eaten anything yesterday.
Oh my god, I just realized that I had a fried egg today too.
Oh!
Sorry, everyone.
Wow!
I should have.
I wasn't even
my.
thinking about her.
Yeah. Okay,
Fried egg.
Fred, after
Wow.
this, you're gonna
Okay.
go.
Yeah, you're gonna make a fried egg.
Yeah, you're gonna go and you're gonna fry yourself an egg.
Honestly,
okay?
I've kind of just been like scrolling through chapter 9 again and like looking at the art, and I have like such a big smile on my face, and like it's making my cheeks hurt.
Yeah.
You know, like that one wide, like a fucking stretched out panel of like
Yeah.
Shimeji sister's face. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
They really the
God.
wide face technology. Ever since Hidamari sketch, we've only gotten better at wide faces as a society, and that's for the better.
Yeah. And the narrow face too on the next page.
Mm.
I'm not a big
Oh.
fan of narrow face.
Okay.
I take that back.
Okay.
Oh,
Scary.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're against it.
Yeah, we hate it. We fucking hate it.
Our values are rapidly changing.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, no, fuck that face. Oh no.
Actually,
Okay.
it's growing on me a bit. Never mind.
Okay, we're chilling.
Oh.
Overall, does anyone want to do like a little summary of the chapters before, like anything that they felt was left out before we move on? I was gonna go for the because I was gonna say something
Oh yeah,
about the
yeah.
question
Let's
we
move
got
into that.
earlier. And
I did want to bring up. We've gotten at the end. Just to how these chapters were released, we've got the chapter in betweens, the extras right after that. 10.5. I don't know if you guys looked at that. It's mostly just got like various items, oscilloscope, Shimeji, Majime. They're
I
so
love
fun.
the extras so much.
The little waitress.
Yeah.
They're so fun. Yeah, I
Oh.
just wanted to mention them. Heart emoji.
Mhm. Yeah, they're
Hole.
important. We
Hole.
need to yeah,
We love Hole.
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 I-
We love Hole.
I'm not sure if I can really commit to a pro whole
Oh no, this
stance.
is gonna be our next civil war on this pod.
Okay,
First it was Shimeji's sister, next it's Hole.
Hole. I don't know. I feel like you're really you're really risking
Yeah.
the re-invitation, I guess. On this whole situation.
that was a fun. That was good. That was good. That was funny.
Yeah, it was.
I liked that. Big fan. Big fan.
I like the really low effort drawing of the teacher.
Yeah.
Or of like the male teacher.
He's literally just hanging
You know?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, you know, we were talking earlier with how you pronounce it? Sorry, I keep mispronouncing it.
Huh? Oh, Avni.
Avni. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then I was
LSU.
pronouncing it correctly. I just got scared.
Whoa,
We
Rob.
were talking about Rust and Moss in general,
Uh-huh.
kind of laughing at like the fact that it's like it's a little self-indulgent in the sense that
As
it's
if
only
that's
girls.
self-indulgent. That's just
It's
how it
only
should
girls. It's
Be. Okay.
yeah. But like my point is like, there's something about Shimeshi Simulation in comparison to Girls Last Tour, whereas Girls Last Tour does have like a
It
couple, like it has that one guy, but like the guy is like kind of drawn with like a little more charisma.
It's
you
a
know?
high effort guy.
Yeah, it's a high effort guy, and there's not like a lot of that many characters in the whole series, so it's like one guy. It's okay as a whole, but Shimeshi Simulation only has like the principal and like another one that's like a spoiler kind of, but like it's this teacher again. Oh no, he already showed up in like
Yeah.
the chapter in the rain, so
You're right.
technically no.
Yeah.
My point is that it's like really funny when I see like a series where it's just like they really don't want to see any guys and they don't put any effort on putting anyone. And I'm like a big fan. It's just like it sometimes hits you in the face that there are no guys and you're
The
just having a
classic,
good time without any
Dynasty
guys.
tag, the 404 and Men Not Found.
Yeah.
Oh, the classic Dynasty tag.
Wait, sorry, you cut off a
404
little.
Men Not Found. You know it.
Yeah.
You know this.
Yeah.
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 You know it.
Oh,
I know it. You know it? Okay, so if we're not gonna say anything more about the chapters, I was gonna go to the question because I was like
this week.
thinking about it earlier, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna introduce it earlier before we started the podcast, and then I completely forgot about it because I thought it was like a good discussion.
We have our
point.
own separate discussion. I think it's fine.
It's from, of course. It's from Grey Game again. Hello, Grey Game. Graham. We've had discussion.
It's Gragam.
It could be Gragam.
Oh, that's a little bit better than my Graham from last time. Hey.
Yeah. What about Gregam?
Gragam.
That sounds like a Godzilla
Gregam.
thing. I don't know. You know. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going with Gregam. Yay! So excited for this week's episode. We're really getting into the meat of our beloved Shimeji Sim. I really love the dream sequence. It's so pretty. It really illuminates the parallel between Shijima and the gardener, where both of them have tried to create this perfect little world for themselves, where they can keep everything as they like it, but can't make anything more of it without letting other people be part of it. I wonder if taking Miss being a Jumaniki fan had any impact on the dream sequences, and even the broader narrative as a whole, because there are definitely some comparisons to be drawn. Also, I don't want to get too hung up on the whole names thing, but Shishima's habit of shortening the names of things has stood out to me upon rereading. It feels like a microcosm of the way she distances herself from things to avoid having to engage with them directly, and it also affects her lingering desire for control and stability, even though she's working on coming out of her shell. I mean, that's what the shell means, and why the fish are drawn to it, lol. Anyway, I don't know the Toho girls that well, but I feel like it could be Koishi, because it drives me insane that I can't know what everybody thinks about me all the time, but if I had a third eye like her, I would also definitely close it for my own sanity. That's all I know about her, though let me know if you're in any other Toho girls that are trapped in a torture labyrinth inside their own mind or something. Peace.
Yay.
And then a tiger emoji and a peace sign.
That's a brilliant emoji combination. The power that emanates. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my. No, I was gonna say it's really hard. Like not any sort of offense to Grigam. Now, because I always do that, but actually reading it aloud when you don't use any punctuations. I was like fighting for my life.
You did good. I would say. Narrowing down which Toho girls aren't trapped in their own torture labyrinth would be easier, but I think that's a solid choice of Toho girl. Sorry, I'm going to address this part first because it will be easy.
Yeah, we could keep going with the rest, but I feel like this one is going to be
let's get our homework out of the way. That's a
discussion.
great choice, Koichi. I think that's an awesome reason. Let's talk about which Toho girlies we would be. Did you come? Everyone? Did everyone come with their Toho girl?
I have the girl in a bucket.
Oh yeah!
I like Kisame.
Yeah. Great choice. Great choice.
I feel like I would be Ramelia because I'm short, and everybody likes me.
Yeah, everybody likes her.
That's what they always say about Ramelia.
That is true.
Kisame would kill Ramelia with bucket powers.
Oh, so this is a battle now. Okay.
No.
Yeah, we're power scaling.
Okay, look. Okay, if we're gonna go with Toho skills, I finished the extra stage on Scarlet Bastion, so you might want to step back.
I beat Sans Undertale.
Oh fuck, she go with the Sans Undertale.
I'm not beating either of you. I didn't play Undertale, and I can't beat a Toho to save my life.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Ready boy.
Which
one are you gonna be?
One of Mitori, because she's. I mean, first of all, I like the Kappa. Second of all, you know I'm always on that damn tinkering. I actually created a new project for myself over the last 2 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god,
Are you kidding me?
I literally am.
You're
it's
a danger
so
to yourself.
I'm always on that
You're
damn
always
project.
on that damn project.
Oh god, yeah, no.
This is like the father grind set.
Yeah, I literally get it from
Yeah,
Dad.
where do you
He,
think she
like,
gets it
Literally, I
from?
sit down and I go, okay, Dad, so we've got a project. And he's like, okay, yeah, here's a project. We need to work on this for the next 2 months. And I'm like, cool.
Did you bond over
Oh.
like finding like I don't know a proper use for like a plank of wood you've had for like 5 years?
You have no idea. We went to Home Depot the other day, and we
Yeah,
found
this
this
guy's-
gorgeous wood. It was super cheap. What was it? It was some kind of hardwood, super cheap. And we were like, oh god, what could we use this for? We didn't end up getting any, but the temptation was real. Yeah, anyway, yeah, no, that's why I'm Notori.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna beat either of you guys in combat, but, you know, I can fix your bucket.
Wait, I think I have a secret
me-
wild card
Oh,
answer.
okay. Shit.
Oh.
I think Rani
Okay.
the Witch from Elden Ring is a Tohu.
She is pretty much a Toho
That's a Tohu character
She
design.
literally is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
same
absolutely.
face shape
She's
too.
got
Yeah.
that fucking hat.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
She's blue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I
And she's kind of got like
100%
that
dig
sort of like
like her
gotcha
design,
game adjacent swagger.
Yeah. She
You know?
does.
Yeah, like her design, like the thing is her design could easily be fit to
Yeah.
Toho, like, and her personality and goals, everything. Like absolutely I can see like a Toho 20 and then the final boss is Rani and there's Reimu just like telling her
Yeah.
to get off
I
the
think-
moon.
And then she throws a big moon at
Yeah.
you.
I think.
You have to go to like
Yeah,
the side of the screen to
exactly.
dodge
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
I am excited for the new Elden Ring Toho crossover coming 2025 that summer. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We're getting into
We're making
it.
this happen.
We're
The
making
rest
this
of the
happen.
question.
Okay, about the other
So mean.
part of the ask, which is, I didn't think that would
Yeah.
lead to that
Sorry,
much
we're
discussion.
hardcore Toho
Um,
queens here.
Okay,
We only allow those hardcore Toho.
so, of course, I don't want any less. I wanted to say,
Yeah.
first of all, that it's like a very good ask.
Yeah.
You know, there are like a good bunch of things. I feel like the Yumeniki influences are
I
like,
honestly
very much
didn't
there.
like connect it until I
Especially,
saw
like-
that
Oh,
ask.
totally. I didn't
like,
either.
It is so there, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I
No,
haven't played D&D in like a decade, but you know.
both with that kind of like being trapped in a world that's
played-
like just yourself, and then like the kind of like disjointed way
Yeah.
like a lot of those like dream
Yeah.
worlds are presented, you know? Like you know how in Yume Nikki sometimes there's just like a void and there's like I don't know an object in there and then you walk and there's another object.
Yeah.
This is just this chapter.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It does feel like a lot of that there is. There are a lot of things about the influence in Yumeniki because, for example, like the things with the objects where Yumeniki does leave a lot in the air. It gives like a lot of symbolism, but nothing to like translate it with necessarily. So it's just kind of like up to you, just going through the world and just. And I feel like a lot of these dream sequences, well, they're like a lot more heavy-handed than fucking Yumeniki because it's like a story that someone's writing. But they do have that air of like uncertainty that Yumeniki, I keep
Yeah.
fucking mispronouncing that. Yumeniki has, which I find like it's pretty well executed for something that tries to make sense. And I do kind of love it, and I'm glad you sent that because it's like a good thing to point out. And about the Shijima and the Gardener thing, something I personally do think there's like a lot of connection Shijima has, or like, I don't know. The Gardener is kind of like the most Shimeji could do in her own trap world. Like if she was ruler and master of everything in her own little space, that's the Gardener, right? So I feel like Shimeji has like a lot of admiration, especially like in chapter 7, I think it was, where she goes on to the city and she's
Yeah.
like lost and and there's like this figure that's like guiding her and whatever. Which is like a very interesting role to have for like a character who's kind of hindering her progress as a person. It's a really interesting narrative tool that like the gardener herself and how she's used and when she appears is like I'm always excited for her because she does bring a lot to the series. Even though she's kind of like evil in the sense that she's not very good.
Decidedly not very good.
She's kind of evil in the sense that she's not very
keep trying,
good.
okay?
I am always saying this.
She's like the Dark Souls Gwen of Shimeji Simulation.
Yeah, like you're excited to see her show up, but you know she's not. She's up
I
to no
get this
good,
reference, yes.
essentially.
I played one of the Dark Souls. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first one. You know the one people are always complaining
is that
about
what they
the
complain
gender.
about? The gender? Okay.
The gender.
Yeah, the gender.
What?
The one with the snakes.
Okay,
Come on.
sorry, never mind. I just said Gwen, not like I didn't add a
Oh.
Dolin at the end.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say when it's like I'm excited to see him. But he's a guy, so I guess it's different.
Yeah. Look, it's okay to be like obsessed with preserving the status quo of the world
Yeah.
if you're cute about it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
exactly.
can do that
Yeah.
if you're a girl.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say it's good, but like I get it. Like if it's a girl, I get where she's coming from. Okay. I don't know if you girls want to say anything more about that part before I get to the name thing.
I think we
About like the
Yeah,
parallels between
I
Shijima
covered
and
it.
the gardener.
At least as far as we've gotten. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of just
especially,
like sort of opposing
Yeah.
forces a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, like one's kind of like brushing up against like the edges of the world, and like the other one is like literally just trying to like fold
that's
everything
a good
back down.
metaphor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, about like the thing about the names. There's like, I mean, the fishes
Yeah.
themselves are called fish with names, right? It's like
Mhm.
the names are a very important part of like identity in the series.
Yeah. Like, Shimeji is only able to like really love like the fish as like an individual when it has like a name, you know?
Mm.
Like she treasures
Yeah.
it before, but she can only like dream about it once it's like and a thing that's like
Yeah, and I guess
cherished
it
by
becomes
name,
individualized
you know?
rather than
Mm.
like this is I don't actually remember what kind of fish it is. Fake fishing fan. Fake fishing fan.
Fake fishing fan.
Mm.
Oh fuck. It's
Messenger would
red.
be disappointed.
What's it? Red Gurnard. I don't know what that is. I'm looking this up. I've never actually looked at up what kind of fish that is.
Damn, that's a fucking fish.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, these fuckers. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So true.
Wow, we are. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a fish. I like him.
Are
Yeah,
we looking
really,
at
I looked it
fish?
up, yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I'm like,
Check out this shit.
yeah, here, check out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here. Have a looker.
Alright. It's
Yeah,
loading.
everybody at home, go and Google
Yeah.
Red
Yo.
Google. That
Gurnard.com.
thing's fucking. That's great. I wonder how that tastes.
This is a guy.
Yeah, it's a-
Speak with these.
Yeah, I'm a big fucking fan. But yeah, about the names, I think it's something interesting about like changing the names or something, where it can be it can be very different. Like for example, for Majime, it's like a, like we were discussing this earlier in the chat. Like for it's like a bit of a spoiler, so I won't get too into it. But like for Shimeshi, Majime calling her dad, like giving her a nickname, it's like a way of getting closer, right? It's So I wouldn't say necessarily that Shishima giving like a nickname to something is like uh, it's like kind of being dismissive of it, but I do think that her not putting effort into the nickname is what makes it uh, like kind of indifferent for her, right? Like fishes with name being shortened to fishes, it's like okay, then you don't actually care about what it is. Like you don't actually want to dig deeper or think more about it because you don't want to think more about like whatever thing that you're interacting with, right? Which is like what I had kind of been thinking about that asked for like a little while when like I first read it and was like thinking, okay, then what's the deal with nicknames? And I feel like it's essentially just that, like a way of showing what you think of the other person's identity or whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like you kind of give a part of you, right? You gotta put an effort.
Yeah.
And that's what Majime is always doing, like putting an effort for her. And the reason why both Majime because she's always spent this time with her, and the only thing she actually like bothered like coming up with a nickname with Majime is Shoshika, which is like why she's also the one saving her. But well, yeah, Joshika's a girl
Decidedly.
now.
Fish can be girls.
So like,
There's
Decidedly.
there's that one
Fish can be
four-color
girls.
manga that's
There's-
about I'm a big fan of it. It's where all the girlies in it are different kinds of fish. Like the main one's an anglerfish. It's
oh,
sorry.
There's so many manga about women.
God, I've read so many.
yeah.
Maybe I don't have to apologize to women. Anyway, continue with your thought.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, no, it kind of got lost in the fish for coma world.
I'll
Like
send
just
that one
thinking
later.
about it.
Oh, there was that bit about like shells
Oh,
in
yeah,
this
yeah,
like
yes,
cast
yes.
too.
I
Like
do
if we
wanna
want to
get
like
to
move
that,
on
I
to
because that was
that
kinda
one too.
interesting.
went over it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was the thing about the?
I did think like part of it is like
No, she's working.
you know like if a
Yeah, maybe that's what the shell means. Why the fish are drawn to
yeah
it. Lol.
like if a fish with a name is like a fish with an identity, then like going into a shell kind of preserves that. You know that's why that's
Yeah.
like desired. You want those kind of like outer
Yeah.
walls. Like
Yeah, and I also think that the fact that they're fish with names, and they have the power to get to someone, like right, like go through
Mhm.
someone, like touch someone. It's just kind of like the idea of like the other being able to influence you and get inside of you, even if they're not like merging with you.
yeah.
Like, it's not possession; it's just affecting you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like
Which is
Yeah.
something that happens with other people.
mhm. I mean if you think about like that like one. Actually, you realize the thing I was going to say sounds kind of absurd. Never mind.
Please, please.
No,
Okay, okay.
please,
Okay, so you know that
please.
one panel, in an earlier chapter where she's like having a dream of Majime, like taking her down
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That's like a part of me thinks, but that's like a Freudian thing. She's afraid
Okay.
of being like pulled in to like a yonic abyss by Majime. You know?
Oh.
It's like she doesn't want to be subsumed by this other person. You know?
Oh, yo, you're fucking right. You're on the fuck.
Oh, wait,
you're on the
wait,
money
wait,
here.
Can we tone this down? I don't think right. I feel like a moron. This one down for me. This sounds positive, but I don't know it.
Oh my
Sorry.
god. Yeah. Like, you know
yeah,
what
a little
yonic
bit.
means? Okay.
We're relating
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
you know. Yeah, but like, okay.
it's also very funny because it's the episode. It's a chapter
Yeah.
where they go about the whole day.
Right, yeah.
So that's like another
Okay.
yonic
So wait.
symbol, right? Like the
But, like,
hole.
Okay.
Wait, you're joking
It's less
about
about
holes,
that
but
and more about, like, you know, how when you kind of, like, give yourself to someone, there's kind of, like, just that risk of, like, losing your own, like, self-concept, you know? Like,
yeah, it's like a big
Right.
idea on the series as a whole.
Okay.
Where yeah, and so there's like this. It kind of connects those. No, yeah, I'm so sorry. I got a little too excited here. Yeah, I see what you mean. I feel like it's especially funny because the whole Deacon Club, and then how. Okay, we're not gonna spoil the overall things of like the whole Deacon Club arc, but kind of connecting to that idea of like.
Club
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
The
it's
whole-
true.
Yeah. The whole, yeah, the whole arc.
Yeah.
Can we be fucking mature for 2 minutes? Can I say whole?
Yeah, we're fans.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I kind of get what you mean, especially like, I don't know. In that panel specifically, it's funny because, Shimeshi is like I don't know if younger version of herself, but she's like Alice in
Yeah.
Wonderland, and she's like like kind of shorter. I don't know how to say
Mhm.
smaller. There's like this, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
seeing it. Okay, I'm gonna like give it some thought, but yeah, it's a good analysis. Thank you for throwing some from Freudian analysis into this thing.
Oh no.
I've been kind of liking that
I'm gonna get
aspect.
kicked out as the second host here.
We all have to get on Freud. You know? I think what we need to do to make this podcast better is to, like, read Freud and, like, start drinking, like, mercury.
Easy. I've
Yeah.
already been exposed
Or
to
get
Miyagi.
some
Let's
Coke.
go. Let's go for more.
Yeah, we can always go for more. Okay. Oh, that was a good way of like wrapping up the chapter. Like, give us some insight into previous chapters and how they
Okay.
affect the current one. Okay. I was thinking also about back to the
Mhm.
shell thing. And after that, I think we
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
wrapped it up because it's already long enough. But as for the shell, I did think a lot about that, and how specifically Shimeshi's sister says that. Oh my god, it's such a fucking tongue twister. Shishima's sister says about the shell that it's like
Yeah.
hollow, right? And it's kind of making me think of like, it's specifically about this part of the story. It's just about Majime and Shishima's relationship and how she's kind of lonely and her life is kind of like a little empty without anyone around, and and Majime is like a scary figure because it's like her showing up and intruding into her space, but at the same time it's like a very
Mhm.
comforting figure. And there's like this idea of like the fishes that are like kind of like going through you and like affecting you and all that shit. It's like, I think it's specifically important that Shimeshi is the first one to get
Right,
affected by
yeah.
the fishes who are being drawn to hollow
Oh
things.
god. Oh no, yeah,
Right?
that does track.
And yeah, that was something I was thinking about earlier. That I kind of got a little sidetracked with that fucking
Yeah.
yeah, with that pure analysis.
Look, it's
Okay.
true. Like, come on. She ends up taking over, like, the space that's, like, just meant for Shijima, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what the sleepover is. Okay. I'm putting down, like, the Freud type.
Okay. This has been a very productive session, I think. We should wrap it up because
Right,
we've
yeah.
been going for a
It's
while.
fun.
I feel
What's
like it's
our
already
homework
long
for
enough.
this week? What are we giving on to the people to come up with answers to send us messages about? What's your favorite Yannick imagery?
Yeah. What's your favorite Yannick symbol?
Yeah.
You know? Is it the flower?
Isn't that a little too strong?
It's a little strong.
You think we'll get someone sitting and ask, like, my favorite Yannick symbolism is hole. Like, I love hole.
Right.
Like,
maybe, like, someone's just really into, like,
or
the
like
general concept of, like, absence. You know?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of absence, but I'm also, like, a fan of presence.
But, like,
so
an
it's hard to
absence
say.
contained in a presence, you know? Right.
Oh, that's juicy.
Okay, well, I guess that's our
Right.
homework. Because these two are getting really excited about this.
Really? It's really our homework?
Our homework
Bonus
this
question.
week.
I guess that's our homework. You have to talk about pussy.
Ooh, we hate your... Never mind, that's not true.
Wow.
Okay, so next chapters are going to be
we're into
chapter
Volume
11
2.
and 12. We haven't
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Hype.
Going to New
We
Horizons.
got Pole Arc coming up, I think. I don't remember. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's probably like around that time. I fear it gets resolved like after Volume 2,
Oh.
but I'm not
Okay,
sure.
we're just back to the same damn thing. We gotta get a new bit. We gotta get a new bit. Like, it's still funny, but like, jeez.
Yeah.
Returns the whole, you know?
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Tell us about your favorite. Here's a good one. Give us your favorite fish.
Yeah, honestly.
That's a good one.
Okay. Yeah. I can
Should
do
we
that.
set
I
it
can
up
do
to
that.
marine
Yeah, that's a
creature?
good. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
No, I feel like there's probably a
No.
couple of people out there
Oh.
who are really into, like, just one random deep sea animal. Do you want to deprive yourself of that?
Okay.
Yeah.
True, I guess. Okay, fine. If your favorite animal in the sea
Yeah.
is like a sea
Yeah,
cucumber or
yeah.
something, then
Just
yeah,
give
you can
us-
send an
If
ask
it
and
lives
saying
in the
that's
water,
your
most
favorite
of the
animal.
time. Specifically, I guess we're going specifically salt water.
Right.
Did I ever tell you the one time?
If
my
any of you
buddy-
send, like, a
Yeah.
seal or
was,
something,
like, he's-
that's nothing.
That's nothing. Yeah. One time my buddy was like,
I'll kill
define
him.
a fish. And he was trying to be like, you know, how those kinds of people are, biology people. And so then I was like, fuck, I'm never going to win this argument. So I just started to argue that there's no such thing as fresh water. And so everything that lives in salt water and has fins is a fish.
Wait,
There's no such thing as fresh water, just so I could win. I just committed to that.
you're
bit so
basically
hard.
right, aren't you?
I am.
Isn't that
I
true?
am. I
You're-
literally am.
Don't encourage her.
Anyway, that's your.
I'm the one who has to be here with her
Yeah,
later.
you're stuck with me for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Thank you again for being our guest. It was great.
Yeah.
We learned so much.
Yeah, thank you
we
for
had
joining.
a smart person on here too. So like, geez, woof. I had to pull overtime and be
Yeah.
more on here.
It was fun.
It's an important role.
Yeah, it's like two Tsukamis and one Boke. It's just like too much.
No, it's fine. Yeah. Maybe. You know, this was such a good time. Maybe we'll invite you back. You know, everybody keep on the alert. You know, we probably
Yeah.
don't.
Right, yeah.
Clearly, we don't
Yeah,
announce.
everybody
Comment
put
below
some-
whether you think I should, like, you know, die.
Exactly. Yeah, we might do reviews on this, guys. You know,
Yeah.
get like a 4 out of 5 stars. We're not
okay,
really
yeah.
sure. You know.
Like, if I don't get
Yeah,
like
we're gonna have to ask
5
her.
out of 5 reviews, they aren't giving me any of like the
We're killing
TK
her.
Mrs. $5.
Oh,
What?
yeah, that's better. Yeah.
No,
We're not
yeah.
even sending
We're not even giving you the sandwich, man.
I think they might kill me. Okay. Yeah.
Might kill you or hurt
Alright.
you in some way. Okay,
Not
okay.
giving
Yeah.
you've been given a
that being said-
equivalent to death. So like it works out. It shakes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
Nice sausage made.
yeah.
I gotta
so
head
we'll
out.
see everybody.
It's been fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Well.
read chapters 11, 12, everybody. Yay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good
2 weeks.
time.
Shimeji.
Yes. 2 weeks.
Bye bye.
Simulation.
Bye-bye.
Simulation.